Hello all out there, my name is Michael Hamilton, software testing professional. Today's subject we're going to talk about is commercial contracts with building software. Particularly what I've noticed with startups is a lot of people get things built or software or websites and they do it without a contract and they wonder why things go wrong later. Some people do okay, but many I talk to have a very negative experience. Now, the most important thing for a contract is getting all the clauses right. Just a baseline. Well, I've put this into a downloadable template for you today. It's a guideline template. Gives you a starting point to work off. You can download that from a link that I put on the page now. I still recommend you get legal representation to review it. Everyone's circumstances are different, but just a starting point for you guys to get started. On top of that, for my 14 years of testing or software testing experience, I've noticed there's many things get overlooked, but one particular thing that stands out is responsive design. I strongly recommend in your contract you specify the devices, the operation systems or web browsers or that need to be tested to make sure your software is ready for market launch. Now, for example, iPhones, Samsung, which is Android based, you've got Chrome, you've got browser, you've got IE, Internet Explorer, Firefox. They're all different browsers with different versions. They all make your website look different. Different devices with smartphone apps, for example, like Samsung's mentioned before, an iPhone, they have need different builds of software. They can make your product look different. You need to consider all these things. It all depends on the type of market you're going to market to or launch to. You might launch or software in chunks. So you might look after iPhone users first and Android users later. But these are the things you need to think about in your contract up front. I always notice they're overlooked. On top of that, you also need to think about how your software will perform under load. Now, when I say load, what happens if you've got 1,000 users logging onto your software at the same time when you launch on the first day? That could happen. So you need to consider, can your infrastructure handle it? Is your software good enough to handle it? So these are the things you need to think about. I see these overlooked all the time. Now, not simulating users can cause your software to crash. It could crash with 10 users. I've seen that happen. So it's just something to consider when you're formulating your contract. Do these things up front so they don't cause failure later and there's heartache between you and the software company doing the work. It's very important to consider. Otherwise, thank you very much for your time today. If you've got any questions around this, please feel free to email me at mikehamilton.com.au. There's a contact page there. There's also links to my YouTube account, Twitter account and LinkedIn, where most of this content from today's blog will be written down in LinkedIn and on my webpage via my blog page there on my website. Otherwise, thank you very much and I wish you all luck. Thank you.